told me that lawyers help people to solve problems, and I thought we had problems at Montgomery. But my whole idea and my secret desire was to go attend law school, finish law school, come back to Alabama, pass the bar exam, become a lawyer, and destroy everything segregated I could find. And on September the 7th, I was licensed to practice law in the state of Alabama and have been practicing ever since September 7th, 1954. There were two worlds. There was a black world and a white world. White people were all of the elected officials at that time, but everything was completely segregated. And you knew it, and there were people who were trying to solve some problems, but we had problems with racism and problems with inequality, and those problems had existed in Alabama and throughout the country ever since slavery time, when we were first brought here in 1607 or 1608.
I can't think of any aspect of life in Montgomery and in the South for that matter that was not governed by segregation.
Hold on, before you pay for yet another app to manage your team, let me introduce you to Connect, the one platform that replaces all.
The bus boycott lasts for 382 days. So that's a long period of time. There were a lot of things that took place. There was a lot of persons involved, but there were very few people who were involved in it initially. And I'm probably the only living person of those who were originally involved in the planning of the Montgomery bus boycott from December 1st to December 5th. Black people boycotted the streetcars in Montgomery, I'm told, about 1900. And for a while they were successful, but then they went back to the same things, and we had those same problems over until Mrs. Parks did what she did. Because as you know, there were other people who had problems on the buses, and Joanne Robinson had problems. She wasn't arrested, but she had problems on the bus in 1948. And there had been that type situation all the way through.
All y'all really from Alabama. The straitjackets of race prejudice and discrimination do not wear only Southern labels. The subtle psychological technique of the
talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood, the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. We live. Welcome to Hoodviewpolitcs, where we go into a deep, detailed dive into politics from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbit Jones.
I'm Tony, the #1 soul brother. Welcome to HVP. It's Thursday night. I'm telling y'all never know when we're gonna slide up in there. The booty call of podcasters. We might dial it up anytime, come in anytime and get in that ass.
Best believe it.
And while you in here, hit that like button, that subscribe button, and also that notification bell, so you know and get a notification when we is about to slide up through there.
Best to believe it. Now, if you're new here, you don't know what to expect. But if you've been here before, you know what's going on here. We chasing magazine coons. Magazine coons. Let's not forget about those Puerto Ricans and those white ladies too. You know what I'm saying, Dad?
Yeah.
Welcome to everybody. Take the time out to like, subscribe, even watch 10 seconds. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. Join us on this journey. Next week, it'll be our anniversary. Hope y'all join us, you know what I'm saying, to celebrate that. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you?
Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Ain't shit but another day of dumb shit, but yeah, it's another day. So be thankful and enjoy this good weather.
Yeah, it's
another cold spell.
It's definitely it's probably get cold one more time, but it's going into the thing. It's going into that good weather. You know what I'm saying? When them ladies come out half dressed with the cocoa butter, shiny on them titties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how that. I love summer. I love spring. But like we talked before, I don't know if I can live somewhere that's always like that. But when it do come here in DC, it's the best. Woo! You know what I'm saying? Now, speaking of DC, that bitch ass orange demon fuck Donald Trump, the J is for jackass, has a problem with the George Floyd bill itself in general. We cool. We already know use a redneck demon. That's not your shit. Cool. But they take it to the extent that they want to snatch and tell you to take up the joint that tells you Black Lives Matter. Now, if anybody don't know, here in DC, we dedicated a block to Black Lives Matter where they wrote down in the street in paint. Where people, activists, and people came through to come through and take a swipe at it and take a swipe and you do your swipe. And then at the end, it's going to say Black Lives Matter, right? So it was a big thing here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's not the only, it's not even a state, but it's not the only place that did this at the time. Now, as you can see, anybody looking right now, this is DC, downtown DC, but you can see in the middle of the street, it says Black Lives Matter. So you ask yourself, what's the big deal, orange neck demon fuck? Why is that an issue for you? Why does that have to be moved?
Oh, that's easy. Remember when it went down? It went down during the George Floyd protests, and what happened in Lafayette Square. And what it goes back to what happened in Lafayette Square and all that to clean out the protesters with the rubber bullets and the smoking and shit, and the attack on Black Lives Matter at the time. So after all of that took place, he said something, and she had Black Lives Matter put down in the street, basically the fuck you to Trump at the time. Basically, fuck you. She changed the whole joint from name was Black Lives Matter Plaza. It was basically a fuck you to Trump, but it became a symbol. And I always had the feeling he ever get back in that shit was gonna have to come up because the shit right near the White House, since he can't go out in and out the White House without driving over there or seeing it. So you know it was coming.
Now, for anybody that don't understand, you know, probably they live in DC and be like, why the fuck the man even let him do that or some shit? What the Trump administration did was threaten funding to DC, where she ain't in the space to be fucking around with funding here in DC, because she ain't got time for that. She really can't go into a back and forth with this orange fuck demon about funds for her state, not even a state, for her to continue working and keeping things going in DC and she ain't got time.
Yeah.
If he want this motherfucking shit up, go ahead, motherfucker. Have your fun.
They basically trying to take control of the city back from the mayor or from her, and that's what they want to do. But she fighting that. Now they threaten her with funding.
Yeah, so to take that down, yeah.
And in this shit, and in this CR, they already passed, which Chuck should got. I will get to him, but they're gonna take another $1 billion from the city. So
everybody remember the George Floyd joint with the knee on the neck thing. So everybody remember that's June 2020, and the city painted the phrase "Black Lives Matter" on the pavement, yellow letters covering 2 blocks of 16th Street, a mile. Now, at the time, the mayor Bowser said that the memorial will become permanent to show appreciation and show the respect for the protests. But the last week, Republican Representative Andrew Clyde, Republican from governor, introduced a bill calling for the city to paint over the memorial, rename it, and not just paint over it, rename it Liberty Plaza. Not just take it off. Put something that I want you to put on it. Yeah. That memorial, they say, inspired millions of people and helped the city. That's what she said. It inspired millions of people and helped our city through a very painful period. But now we can't afford to distract. That's what I'm saying. There's no way she can go into a war with this motherfucker about some paint on the fucking streets.
Nah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Only thing
there's no way, there's no room for that.
Only thing that had me confused was the word she used when she was like, I got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
And
it's like you can't fuck around with this paint on the thing.
Yeah. And
we put that shit back when he leaves.
Like, hold on. And then I first heard it, I was like, hold on. That, that right there, that's a big fish to fry. Then I see what she mean, because they try to take all the money, all the federal money from the
city. She had no time for that.
She got to figure this shit.
It's not a big state where she can play around with funding.
No. All the funding comes from the government.
Exactly. So there's so he in charge. She cannot play with him for 4 years and have him taking money and fucking around with her and shit. Yeah. So the best thing to do is just go ahead. You want to paint over this shit? Yeah. Go ahead, fuck it. Just leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it if I'm her. Like, the motherfucker is in charge. He got a demon fuck mentality. And he dead set on us putting this shit, painting over this shit. So paint over the motherfucker. So go ahead. I would definitely put the shit back when he bitch ass leave for sure.
They want to take over the city bag.
So I want to know, Black Baggers, ask, give me the reason why we have to move that. What's the reason for that? If it's not racist pigs running the country right now, why do they care about this? Tell us.
Because Massa didn't want to see that each and every time Massa left the White House.
When he drive down the street, he don't want to roll over Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, and he can put a check beside Muriel Bowser's name because he didn't got to get back on her now. They didn't got her back for that.
But she don't got to go back and forth for him. She don't have time for that shit for real.
Like you said, she can't. So, but
because he's a dumb pig.
If that does nothing to lean on her about that and threaten to withhold funding over that. That ain't doing nothing for the people to know. Georgia, whoever this fuck this congressman was.
Yeah, Georgia.
Yeah, you mentioned him. That ain't doing nothing for nobody. That's just showing you what the fuck it is. Anything black, we getting rid of it.
Just like DEI, like how that benefit us, Black Maggers, dumb fucks. So it's just so much of this stuff, man. That like I said, we have to figure out who is the most motherfucking Who is the people that can handle things under pressure? You know what I'm saying? It's like we're gonna find out our peoples at the end of this. You know what I'm saying? We already know motherfuckers like my girl, Crockett. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people that MAGA can't stand is most of the people that's like that. You know what I'm saying? They the shit. They the ones that's hitting the right notes because MAGA can't stand them. You see what I'm saying? But I got a lot of issues going on again. Got a bone to pick. Okay, Crockett, I love you. But like I said in January, is no one that have a bigger microphone than Kamala Harris. Here we are in March. Now I said I would give her to March. It's not over yet, but I'm mad. We're in the motherfucking middle of it. So that's enough for me. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody watch this podcast, seen I was all in behind you. I even got your shirt on. You see what I'm saying? That? See that? I wore your shirt during the campaign. Me and my man, this Hoodviewpolitcs, motherfucking put money in your campaign. You know what I'm saying, dog? So we fuck with you, right? But what did I say? No one soul, brother. I just need something from her before March, right? I need to hear from her that she is in this fight with us, continuing on with this fight. I suggested a fucking speech every 4 months. That's my suggestion. I suggested go on your motherfucking YouTube, explain some shit as he fucking shit up. I explained those. He didn't do those things. Cool. My man suggested you want to take a break. Cool. That's why I said March. Here we are in fucking March. You're not going to tell me you don't have nothing to say about none of these issues plopping up, including shutting down the fucking government. Kamala, where the fuck are you at this fucking point? 75 million motherfuckers took the time out to vote for your black ass. And yes, you're black. And you're going to take the time to do what now? What are you doing? Get your ass on the mic. Go toe-to-toe with these redneck, orange neck, just like Crockett. But you would make a bigger dent because you got 75 million votes. Get your ass out here. You're taking too fucking long, Kamala Harris. I get it. You've been saying your little shit in little speeches when you get awards. I get that. But get your ass out here on your fucking own. Come back to bullshit I'm listening and hearing from the orange neck fuck demon. Even though I got your shirt on, I love you. But the love is weighing away. You know how relationships get when you love a motherfucker so much? If you had 10 with the love, the next thing you know, the next year you had 9. She did some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Then she did some dumb shit the following season. And you're like, damn, I'm at a 7 with your bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening with me and Kamala. We had a 9, Kamala. We started to slip down. Bring your ass out of the woods. I don't want to see you in the woods like motherfucker Hillary. And everybody know I supported Hillary all the way to the fucking end. Even against Obama. But her bitch ass disappeared too in the woods. If you disappear, I don't know where the fuck you at this point. But if you disappear like Hillary did, I'm going to have a big issue with your black ass. Got a lot more, but I got my man touching.
I mean, I told you. You're not going to hear from her no time soon. She's not going back out. Why? She just got off the campaign with her. People made a choice. And the choice wasn't her. She told you. Exactly. She told you exactly what the fuck was going to happen. And exactly what she told you is exactly what's happening. She ain't jumping back out there. She don't need to right now.
Come on. I fucked with you. But you got to realize, my favorite rapper of all time, right, is fucking Ice Cube. When I say fucking, I mean fucking Ice Cube. Because that's a fucking problem. Growing up, he's to me, now today too, is the 1-2 best rappers who ever lived. Period. And to him to be who he is, acting like and saying the shit he's saying that fucks me up. But if you're doing that, I have to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Nah, come on. If you don't bring your motherfucking ass out of the woods, and I ain't gonna say in the woods, because Hillary's in the woods. Kamala, bring your ass out, put the gloves on. You done got your break. If this month go past and your motherfucking ass ain't expressing nothing no more, I'm gonna have a big issue with you. I'm gonna start texting you. And don't email me no motherfucking more. Don't ask me no fucking more money. Yeah, you emailed me yesterday. Don't email me no more. Kamala, for a damn thing, if I don't see you do the Crockett shit. If you ain't out here like Crockett, if you ain't out here like AOC, and not Bernie, fuck Bernie. If you ain't out here, get your ass out of the woods and on the playing field. ASAP. There's no more time. Kamala Harris, I love you though. You know what I'm saying? That. Now, like my man said, it's so much going on in politics. And we just touched on the fact that the Black Lives Matter shit have to be moved because orange neck demon fucks are in charge. But the Black Mags want to tell us they not orange neck demon fucks. What are you talking about at this point? They done cut funding from HBCUs. Black Magas, please tell us how to help us black niggas. Does that help us? He cut the funding, but the person you don't like, Biden, who's half asleep, as you say, $16 billion for HBCUs? I said a B, motherfucker. The most in history for black colleges. This orange neck fuck get in there and cut funding for black colleges. Why? Why though? Black Magas? If this guy's not a racist fucking pig, why? Why do that? Why Black Lives Matter is an issue for him? Why, when he go to a football game, he don't want to stop racism on their helmets? Why the fuck is this bull is not a racist to you Black Magas at this point? Please, the back door open, windows open, everything is wide open for any Magas to slide through and talk to us, explain to us. Give us a vision of what the fuck your dumb ass is thinking at this point. If we want to get on the broader Magas, the broader Republicans, let's talk about Medicaid for a minute. My man, number one soul brother, been telling y'all jackasses. I'm not even talking about white people, black people no more. We talking about everybody goddamn now. When we talk about Medicaid, fucking Social Security, nobody in America thinks that need to be erased in any way, shape, or fucking form. Everybody at this point is living in a house where somebody's on Social Security, somebody's on Medicare. That got to be 75 to 80% of Americans have somebody in their house doing that. Let's do the contrast here. Democrats, when they expand Medicaid for everyone. In fact, Kamala Harris, somebody that said, your time is ticking, motherfucker. Get your ass out here. Kamala Harris gave you a platform for Medicare. In fact, she was going to pay for your parent to be taken care of in your house. She's going to pay for that. You're going to have an in-home care for your seniors, for your parents, for your grandparents. Well, you won't have to worry about that. You can go to fucking work. But no, you chose the orange neck demon route, where we're going to take all the money from you. Where you're going to be scrambling and scrambling for whatever the fuck scrubbles that you can find. But right now, I'm taking that Social Security from you and that Medicare for you. Now, I get it that some of you Black Magas and some of you people that follow Trump don't have in your mind how the fuck you keep telling us that he's taking Medicare and Social Security. He never said that. I get it. You only listen to him. So in your mind, you think, he never said that. Why the fuck you keep saying that? Rabbit Jones? Number one soul brother? Why the fuck you keep saying he gonna take Medicare? Do we have to go into this no more, so brother?
Go on.
I think we do.
Go on.
As you see tonight, and it's going into the morning, that we have a vote going on
Oh, we ready. We about to go there.
for the budget that you voted for. Me and him ain't do this. We voted for the black lady. That wasn't this shit that's going on. It's not our thing. But we're gonna bring the news to you. Their budget that Republicans passed in the Congress. Now stay with us now. The bills start in the Congress. He can keep coming up on the stage and saying, "I'll never touch Social Security. I never touched motherfucking Medicare," and walk away from the mic. Cool. But proof is in the pudding. If he passed a budget that says cut Medicare, cut Social Security, what do you think is going to be cut? Social Security and Medicare.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to tell you out your mouth I'm doing it because he know goddamn well now one motherfucker in America will agree with his orange neck fuck demon pig ass about taking my motherfucking Medicare or my Social Security, you jackass. Even people voted for him. There's no way possible that your grandma, even if she was a white motherfucker that voted for him, orange neck demon pig lover. No way that you think grandma asked for Social Security to be taken away. There's no way. There's no way you thought that. Mm-hmm. But one thing you did, you avoided people like me and him. Let's tell you that was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's just we walking off the streets. That's not our fault. But at least listen to what's coming out of our mouth. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Simple shit. The budget tells the story.
Well, ain't nothing I can add to that because I can say the exact same thing for months now. For weeks here. That's what y'all voted for. Y'all knew what he was going to do. He double talked and tricked the shit out of all of y'all. He tried to take all this shit, ain't got nothing to put back in its place. Just going to take it. Take it. Let Elon decide what to do with the money. That's where we at. That's what y'all voted for. So ain't shit I can add because I'm telling you. Told you. Kamala told you. Kamala Surges told you. Everybody told you what was gonna happen. I said that ain't what's gonna happen. Trump said this.
Fake news.
Trump lying to you. Trump ain't telling you the whole truth. He ain't telling you none of the truth.
So when you break it down for anybody that follows Trump and don't understand why people keep screaming he's taking your Medicare and stuff, right? You have to understand that the budget is only so much money, right? So if he called for cuts in Medicaid and Social Security, for example, they got $800 million for cuts in Social Security and Medicaid. So that means whatever the money was before, that money is coming out now. It's going to be half that pie. So that's going to translate into your check being smaller or you're not getting no check. That's just the bottom line. So that means to me, and number one soul brother, it's been taken. So if you disagree with it, it's taken at that point. If your shit is cut in half to almost nothing, or you gets nothing, to me, it's gone.
See, when you want to find out something,
But they're not gonna tell you that.
and the first rule, being a detective or whatever, trying to figure shit out is follow the money.
Exactly.
No, he didn't come right out and motherfucking say, I'm gonna take your Medicare, I'm gonna cut your Social Security, I'm gonna do this. Nah. He said he gonna change them or strengthen them for the better, as he said, or he wasn't gonna fuck with it and lie.
Yeah.
And he said all this whole other shit. Y'all believe him shit. But you never went, but every time they put out a budget, it cuts out money for Medicaid. So how is it so?
Do the math.
So if they not trying to take it, and he not trying to take it, why you trying to take the money that funds it, that people pay into? So you gotta go by what they do, not by what the fuck they say. Follow the money. If they're gonna take the money, if you want to shut down the motherfucking Department of Education real quick, take the money. When you don't have no money to operate, you can't pay nobody, you can't do shit. What's your only choice? Shut the doors. It's over. All the shit they've been trying to take money from, so they can get a ultra rich a tax break. They taking it from shit like that. That's how they get.
And we talked about that motherfucking Department of Education the other day. We got Linda McMahon that's heading the education. She's the education secretary, and she just called yesterday for mass layoffs. First step towards total shutdown of the Department of Education.
That's why she was with you.
Cause y'all gotta remember, these billionaires got other shit to do. This government is not their thing. That's not what they want to do. They don't give a fuck about government. So if he got Linda McMahon as the head of the Department of Education. The bitch knows nothing about education, none of that shit, and she only there just to shut the fucking shit down.
Yeah, and he gave her status because forever, every time they say her name, they'll say former Secretary of Education, Linda McMahon. So he trying to legitimize it.
And not executive of kids wrestling. Mm-hmm. They skipped that part. Mm-hmm. That they MSNBC, CNN. You can't just start when they bring her up, start saying, "Okay, Secretary of Education." No, they gotta tell them people that's listening that bitch is WWE too. You can't let it slide that she just a fucking whatever the fuck. And you gotta be like, guess what? You know what? Linda McMahon is also the CEO of WWE, and let that go from there. You ain't gotta go too far on that.
Yeah, they've lost over that shit.
They'll never say it for some reason. Now you see what I'm saying?
She wanted them.
You gotta put that. You can't just say she. Man, come on, bro. You gotta add all that in so when somebody watching, they can understand that she also do the wrestling too.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
She'll be introduced as not former.
Of course, Fox.
Not former WWE CEO. She'll be introduced for the rest of her life as motherfucking Secretary of Education, Linda McMahon.
Secretary of a department that don't exist.
They call her Madam Secretary. Madam Secretary.
Like, imagine if Hillary Clinton was motherfucking, once she was appointed to motherfucking Secretary of State, ended the whole department. Like, come on, bro. They wouldn't even let that happen and be so stupid. And then, what are you Secretary of State of when everybody gone? Like, what are we doing? It's just some shit. It's just so stupid, bro. And it's obvious it's a bigger, broader thought process. It's not government. It's not governing the country. It's not doing what's best for Americans. It's just doing what's a Republican MAGA thought process of, all right, get rid of all Democrats. Like, what is that? Like no Democrat can be smart. No Democrat can actually run countries. No Democrat can actually be good at what the fuck they do. It's just dumb shit.
Well, we always cleaning up their messes, so we must do something.
That's why I say I was gonna get to that.
But
definitely about to get to that.
Fuck it.
You had Chuck Schumer step up today. Did you see his speech he had today?
I see what he said this evening.
So good.
I know that he said he voting with that shit tomorrow. Keep the government open.
What video you watch?
Oh, you missed that. Yeah. Chuck say this was this evening, not too long ago.
You sure about that?
I'm quite sure. Chuck Schumer is voting for the continuing CR or the 6 month, whatever the fuck it is, because he said
So
shutting down the government would be worse than the bill.
So me and No More Soul Brothers discussed this in the last podcast. We broke it down on how and what predicament that the Democrats are actually in. And when you break it down, it's either vote for the redneck, orange neck, demon pig shit, so he can motherfucking do what he need to do to take everybody's Social Security and shit, or not vote for it. So, as we was talking yesterday, they in a bad situation, to be honest with you, because if they don't vote for it, the government shut down. But as we showed last night, we trying to see who narrative wins out first. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But we had Chuck Schumer and all the Democrats out earlier today on the motherfucking front of the Capitol.
Fight the fight. Yeah. Are we gonna win the fight? Yeah. Are we not gonna rest till we win? Yeah. Let me say first some good news. Every one of the 47 Democratic senators is gonna vote against that horrible, dangerous man, Russell Vogt, on Wednesday. Yeah. And we cannot allow Elon Musk and a small group of people to secretly, behind closed doors, take away our privacy, take away our dollars, take away everything we have. We are going to fight this fight. I am going to stand with you in this fight, and we will win. 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 We won't rest. We won't rest.
Wait. First of all, two things. That the way they doing that is not a good thing. I get what they're doing. They try and bring, you know what I'm saying, awareness to the situation, right? But no. I mean, man gotta be 70 something, right?
Who
Schumer. Like, you can't have somebody 70 leading the fucking, like, what is that? Once you have somebody 70 leading your prep rally, it's gonna look like that. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? That's a problem. When they do try to message, it's the way they message is a problem. You can't message like that. Like, who even gonna watch you past 5 seconds standing there like that? Let's say you on Twitter. You switching past that. Most 90% of Americans are switching past that as you see 7, 8, 9, 10 politicians lined up. You're not stopping right there. Yes or no?
Right.
So they got to figure out a way to get that message he's trying to say without doing that. This is TikTok. This is Instagram. It's so many ways to do that. To say what he wanted to say without doing that shit. I don't give a fuck what person they could put Crockett up right there. That would have been some dumb shit. It was worse with him. I don't know. What do you think about when they get together like that and get the message that way?
I mean, like, that's all they got. I mean, they don't got no.
And right beside her is I love her, but she's 70 something too.
Hey, it's a. This been the problem with this party for a minute. You got the older ones, the Chuck Schumers, the Nancy Pelosi's, that's been there for a while. Even Al Green is 77 years old, but they don't want to see power influence to a younger generation. They want to hold on to their power for as long as they can.
What is that younger generation going to do though? At this point, we don't even know what they're doing. They so dumb at this point though.
Right.
So what we going to do?
But you still, what we doing ain't working.
When I say they dumb is when you go back to the polling of the last election, younger people voted the wrong fucking way. It's just what do you do about that? It's like it's not a simple solution for the way the joint played out. You know what I'm saying? And like now, we're gonna see who messaging is better, but using Chuck Schumer is not a good idea, first of all. And you got some Democrats where we had those 10 motherfuckers that voted to censure Al Green, those son of a bitches, right? We need a fucking billionaire on our side as Democrats, like an Oprah, to step out on the stage and say, you know what? Y'all 10 motherfuckers, I'm backing motherfuckers that you primary motherfucker. ASAP. Relentless amount of money on your ass. Where we have that at? Where they at? Soon as a motherfucking Republican disagree with that orange neck demon fuck Donald J. Jackass Trump, it's immediately Musk or the Koch brothers or all types of billionaires step up and say, you motherfuckers, if y'all don't act right the next time, matter of fact, fuck you. You getting primary. You know what I'm saying? Where are we at? Where's don't see again when Oprah come out when it's time for the race, that's too fucking late, Oprah. You the one got the funds. In fact, I'm gonna get a list. Next time we do a podcast, I'm gonna have a list of all Democrats, all black people, all Democrats that have access to money out the arena tank and not doing none of this shit that these son of a bitches ass Republican money motherfuckers doing. And for you to sit there on your fucking ass with all that fucking money and watch these jackasses run America. And I'm just gonna use fucking Oprah for example, because she's a fucking Democrat that comes in the last minute and gives speeches. Use your fucking money just like Musk doing, just like the Koch brothers do. Where the fuck is the Democratic Koch brothers? Where y'all at? And Oprah, I'm using you because you one Democrat that don't use your fucking funds. You're just a symbol at this point. I'll find some more because I love you so much. I'm gonna try not to use you. But I gotta use you right now because that's what you do. You a Democrat. You scream, I'm up for their values. Oh, Kamala, I'm with her. Obama, all the way. Where your money at? Musk, we know that motherfucker with Trump because he put half a fucking, trillions of dollars in this shit. Well, he gonna know he get that back, but he president now. That's the only thing that matters to him. Oprah, get up there just talking. If the only thing that matters to you was Kamala being president, you would have put your money at your fucking mouth was at just like fucking Musk. You should have stood up there beside and say, oh, you know what, Musk? You in the game now? Me too. And Kamala's my girl. Now, you gonna do that shit for that bitch, nigga? I got her too. Now what, Musk? What we gonna do? Simple. Come on, bro. Where y'all at?
Well,
I'm gonna get a list too.
that's wishful thinking. But it goes back to what I be saying. The next campaign and whatever's going to be one at the grassroots. You have to get out there and get amongst the people. You don't have to get civic leaders, community leaders, everybody. Y'all don't have to listen to people like us when we try to tell y'all or get y'all up on things to let y'all know what's really going on, and so we don't have to be like, man, we told y'all so. Shit, we gotta be talking about solutions and shit, or introducing you to new people. But that's what it's gonna take. You're gonna have to get out there amongst the people and show them. And you know what? Take some data with you. Shit, take some charts and graphs and hey, this what the fuck happened, and this what you voted for Trump. This what you voted for. When he said this, that, and the third, hit the people. That's where it's going to be won. Oprah. Well, Oprah is this cold-blooded take a side.
Okay, so
it'll cost her a good portion of our audience, and
that's what happened to Elon Musk right now with the cars and shit. So hey, so what?
But he don't.
Your man president, right?
Yeah, but he the richest.
You can figure it out later on with your money.
Yeah, but he the richest motherfucker in the world, so he really don't even.
Shit, she a billionaire. She can figure it out. Just like he figured out after that.
He-
Long as she president, figured it out after that.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
And I'm gonna tell you, Democrats think like that. Get on the ground and get civic leaders in church and all that stuff. Get the message out from that way. That's the problem. Nobody is getting their messages from that point. They're getting their messages from TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Period. You can't fight that, Democrats. Period. All that talking about going on the ground and all that don't work. You got to couple that with most of your money on the web. How much money this orange neck demon fuck spent on the web? All of his campaign money.
that's part of your ground.
He didn't even pay people to go out there and put sticks and shit in the grass. He didn't pay nobody to go around asking people, do they like him? He didn't pay motherfuckers to do nothing, to bust people nowhere, to do shit. All he put his money in was the internet. And everybody's on the internet. And that's why they influence people's minds. Fuck that ground game. Get on the internet.
That's part of your
Put all your money on the internet.
The ground game is meeting people where they at, and part of your ground game is having a social media team, a team that's putting shit out on Instagram, out on fucking TikTok, and doing all types of shit. They don't have that shit. They don't have the podcast networks that Republicans do. They don't have a radio network that the fucking Republicans do. So that's why I'll be saying, they got to use everybody and everything they can. Like we always say, we got an open door. Now, we don't expect them to send Hakeem Jeffries up in this motherfucker, but y'all got to send some new people up and coming in, is working in the party and with the message to get it out there. They don't have that shit set up until they set it up and get some hip shit. Right when they doing videos with Oprah and John Legend and people like that you putting that shit out on social media, on TikToks and Instagram videos and shit. Then you doing something. Then you reaching the people. They don't do that shit. Trump went on these wild ass macho man motherfucking podcasts and networks and shit. He got all them crazy motherfuckers, caveman ass young white boys wild up to vote for his ass.
I know, but they also have people that will put money on primary motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's the most important part.
Yeah.
That will make a motherfucker vote the way you want them to vote.
Yeah.
Period. So we need people with money to step up and say, we're gonna primary motherfuckers. I never heard a Democrat say, we ain't like that, so I'm a primary. I'm putting all money I got into making sure you ain't being the next motherfucker Congress or Senate. That will shake them motherfuckers straight the fuck up, right and straight.
And see, what people gotta should understand this too. It's easier for him to make that threat and take that threat, because when you talk about the people you talk about primary, he primary these local elections. So like local elections, you don't need the funding that you would need in a presidential type election.
He definitely funding those.
Yeah,
Not worry about that. He gonna fund that.
You can get by.
He funding Congress joints and Senate joints, and that's a problem.
Say you can get by on a state joint, but say $5-10 million. You can have $5-10 million in your budget, and you can go very far when you just running in your district, because your district ain't that big. You just need to get.
I get that. So let's say you and your go ahead.
So it don't take Elon that much. That if he want a primary motherfucker, he can primary motherfucker with $2 million. Especially in a small district. It is in a real small district. He can primary motherfucker with $1 million. That's pocket change to him. So that threat really means something, because he can act like he pouring money in with the type of money he got. He can throw $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million to a motherfucker to put some ads out, put some shit all over the place, and smear his candidate up, and it don't mean shit to him. It's a tax write-off.
Even motherfucker on Facebook.
Yeah.
He's a fucking Democrat. Instead of him putting his money to bolster up the Democratic side, he's sucking Trump dick. That's what I mean. It's like the people with the money is not using it to combat the bullshit over there. They just either kowtow to the shit because they scared he's gonna shut that shit down, where they can make an alternative. Zuckerberg, whoever the fuck his name is, and Oprah alone, if they get along together, just them two alone, they could set up a whole radio station for Democrats. They could set up a cable network on YouTube for Democrats ASAP. MSNBC, they could buy that out and make sure it's all Democrat. They could do this now in the morning when we wake up. And also, they can stand up and say, any Democrat like you 10 motherfuckers that voted against Green, you primary. Next time they sniff some shit like that, it happen again. And guess what will happen? We'll be on lockstep and we'll be blowing these Republicans the fuck out. You gotta do what they do. Don't let them outspin you, like you said. Motherfucker must, man, how much is it again? I'm gonna drop 5 in. It can sneeze that out. See, 5 million will fuck a Congress race completely out. Where the Democrat will be losing because it's way too much money now. Real simple. We need a Democrat to come in and say, no, we're not even doing that. It's not the politicians themselves that's running. It's the funding. There's a big difference from Republican and Democrat.
That's what they told them when they motherfucking Supreme Court allowed that motherfucking ruling to go through where they can put in unlimited money in these campaigns. And you told motherfuckers in that's when it was gonna happen because motherfuckers, the Republican motherfuckers, they got the reputation as a party of the rich. So the rich want to keep richer, getting richer. They don't want all these regulations and all these taxes and shit. Okay, I can dig it, but they gonna side with the motherfucker who's gonna give them tax breaks and shit.
Yeah.
So try to keep as much of their money as they can.
Fucked up.
Yeah, and they don't really give a fuck about the little man. The little man ain't nothing but the workers to them.
It's obvious.
Shit out there.
As you can see now, they would take everything just to get it to where they can get siphon as much money as they possibly can, knowing that a Democrat will come fix it. But they already had the money by then. It's already been stolen.
Damn, but this is the thing now is they don't give a fuck about how bad they fucking it up. Cause all of this motherfucker going back and forth with Elon and this motherfucker and Elon and this department. Everybody trying to motherfucking everybody wants the power that come along with their position to do what the fuck they want to do. Cause all of them in the end, all of them gonna leave filthy rich.
Oh yeah.
Every last one of them. That's their goal. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck what shape they lead the economy in.
Right.
The fuck they care. Once they got their money. And Elon gonna get as much money because do you really think in 4 years when Trump isn't president that Elon is gonna hang around the US?
You're not gonna give a fuck about politics after that.
Fuck no, he gone. He done fucked everything else up, fucked everything up.
Got
up
much money
here.
as possibly can.
He got as much money as he can, and he gonna motherfucking go live in China or be based or going back to South Africa or some shit like that. That's what y'all voted for. But they know they got limited amount of time to get as much shit. The first one.
Yeah, I get what you're saying too.
Done that they want to do. They can those with personal issues. They can, personal issues. They can get their personal issues off of whoever the fuck they want locked up or drop papers on. They can motherfucking anybody that they feel did them wrong. They don't get some get back. They gonna put themselves in a position and get as much money as they fucking possibly can, especially under the table. They know what to do. And then they got a limited amount of time to do it. So they don't give a fuck about how they lead this country.
Yeah, that's my whole point is at this point they don't really give a fuck at the results because he won't be there. None of that matters. The goal is to cipher as much money cut all much regulations for his friends and them to pollute shit and throw trash every fucking where, pollute your fucking ocean and all that shit without being fined. That's why he fired all the people that does that. You're gonna do as much of that as possible. They're gonna be, I guarantee you, by the time they finish, we're gonna have trillionaire people, something we never had before. There's gonna be 1, 2, 3 of them by the time he finished. And I don't know if it's gonna be him as one of them, but guaranteed Musk gonna be one. There's gonna be other people's that's fucking with him that's gonna be close to trillionaires by the time he finished in 4 years. That's the goal. It is gonna be all motherfuckers gonna do it, steal motherfuckers, or somebody within that shit that sucks his orange neck demon dick. They are gonna become trillionaires. And once they do that, they don't give a fuck about the America joint because they know Democrats gonna fix it. But this, appreciate everybody, man, to take the time out, man. To take your time out to check us out and fuck with your boys. Number one soul brother and your boy here. You know what I'm saying, dog? We just here for the black debate and get the our culture as much motherfucking info as possible. Now, before we get out of here, we're gonna let y'all know who is the soul brother of the week. You know what I'm saying, dog? That's just something we do.
Oh, our soul brother of the week. This week. What's this? Our soul brother of the week is Maxwell Alejandro Frost, representing Central Florida District. I believe that's what I know, something like that. Florida District 10. Maxwell Alejandro Frost, elected at 25. At 25 years of age, he was elected to Congress, and is the first Gen Z. I'm the youngest. That's at 25. Maxwell Alejandro Frost. He was one of the congressmen who walked out during Trump's ignorant ass speech. It was almost 2 weeks ago now, a week and a half ago, whatever. So he was another one who stood up and protested that orange jackass. I still wish they would have walked out with Al Green though. That would have been more powerful. And he's been punished, if they call it, having his words stricken, taken down, whatever it's called. We're calling Trump the grifter in chief. So we got a little youngin' out there, 20, well, he got there 25, so I guess he's about 26, 27 now, around that. So he's speaking up, making his voice heard, protesting, calling Trump what he is, a grifter in chief. You know, he organized his own little protest at the speech, which y'all had walked out with Al Green, but that's another story. So this youngster, Maxwell Alejandro Frost, is our soul brother of the week. Keep on doing what you're doing and keep on speaking on things that matter to your people, not only your people, but your constituents, but people all across the country.
Yeah, I seen him. And I think they was trying to block them out from getting into something. He was in the motherfucking drive, all Democrats. They was trying to get into somewhere. And they kept holding it up and blocking all the Democrats. He was in the crowd and shit. So I remember him from that.
Oh, when they was trying to get in, when Elon was in the fucking
that, yeah.
In data, he
was in the front. He was in the front of the door trying to push it in. Him and his other lady. That's how I remember him. I didn't know him until now when he showed his picture. Who exactly he was talking about? But I remember him now because he was in that. He was pushing the door, and the dude was telling him he's gonna get him locked up. He kept on saying, "You're not even an officer or something." They was going back and forth. That's how I remember him. But that was a crazy situation too, where he was holding Congress people from getting into that joint. So that was wild. Yeah. But yeah, that's how I remember him. Shout out to the soul brother of the week, though. In order to make it to the Soul Brother of the Week, you got to be a black motherfucker that does some real authentic, getting it in shit.
Yeah,
for
you gotta
sure.
do some shit.
That's not a simple award on this podcast. That's the highest of them all.
Willy-nilly.
Yeah, that's the Soul Brother. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, that's not a simple thing. There, you gotta hit some thresholds there.
So you got 2 candidates that makes him a candidate for Soul Brother of the Year.
Yeah, because to make that list, yeah, you gotta be above, beyond the black, just being black. You gotta do some work, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You know, you got something to say for you, I know?
Yeah, just take it easy out there. Be safe there. Hit that like, that subscribe, that notification bell, hit all them buttons. You see y'all, see y'all.
Not all them buttons though, bro.
They got about 100 buttons to hit.
But that's true though. We do appreciate everybody, man, that took the time out to subscribe to us. We never thought that we'd be at 300 something, 400 motherfucking subscribers. We just never thought that. So we just want y'all to help us get to 1,000 since we in the middle of this race, getting to this far. So we really gonna put our foot on the pedal, and I appreciate everybody for following us all this time though. We really appreciate y'all, and follow us through this journey. Our anniversary coming up. Come on this joint, celebrate with us too when that come up. But keep following us on this journey of us learning as a black culture and trying to educate our culture, and never too late for that black debate for sure. You know what I'm saying? That
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? You know, we're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood, the hood view.